back. So I already placed my Frisket film on top of my image. I just remembered something, just in case. This is pretty pricey, the Frisket film. So a great alternative is if you can find low tack masking tape, you can white of course, and you can stamp the image on this and lightly place it on top of your image. That's a great alternative if you don't want to spend too much bucks. So to continue, I already placed the Frisket film on top of my image, and the next step is to paint. So lightest color goes first. I would like to use, oops, I almost dropped this. I'm going to go with a light orange. So here I'm going to show you two things here that you got to be careful when using the tip. They have different effects. So this is the brush tip. It gives it more of a splatter, and you can see how far it sticks out. So here I go, and watch what it does. So it splits all the way over here. So let's go closer. Oh, the Frisket film peeled up here. So the air is pretty tough. So believe me, 45 minutes is more than enough. You're not there, you know, spraying for a minute on. But if you notice, it's too hard and too harsh. So I'm going to go on the other side. Now watch this. The chisel top with the slanted top going up, or going down, I guess you can say. So watch this, how this would give a different effect. This one gives more of a flat line right here, so you can go in more in the angles. And so you see, you don't need that much time with the you know, hold it down on there too long. And there goes my orange. Now there's two things you need to know when using the spray can. When you use it, you can't use it for a very long time. Like I told you, you're not there for a whole minute pushing down onto the button, because this gets cold. And when it gets cold, it's advised that you stop and let it cool down. That's the only con on using the air cans. Another thing also that prevents you from, you know, keep pushing the button down is that the ink will come out. You're blowing all the ink out of the nib, so then you have to take it out and then place it upside down so the ink goes down again, and then you can use it again. It will stop, the paint will stop flowing out of the nib because you're holding it in a vertical way, plus you're blowing the air you're blowing all the paint out of the nib. So it's not that it's not working, it's just common sense. You just sprayed out all the paint from the nib. So now I'm going to reverse the nib and do it this way, pointing up. So then that gives it more of a airbrush glow right there, see? And the other one's just a line. So I can go in and go into fine details, and I can actually draw with this one. That's with the chisel going, that's with the chisel going up. Now I don't want to be using my cans. I only like to use them when I'm traveling. So I'm going to use my airbrush system, which I have here. So I do have the adapter, and it's connected to my airbrush system. I'm going to move the camera a little bit so you can see it. That's my Iwata airbrush Smart Jet. It's an auto shut off. Oh, I have to turn it on. So there it goes, and it'll shut off, and then when I can spray as much as I want, and it'll turn on and off when I need the air. So I'll put this back on here. Hope I'm in camera. Maybe I'll have to move this back up again. There I go. So enough with the orange. We're going to do red now. I'm just going to do orange and red for now, just for the sake of time. Chisel going down. Going from the dark only around the edges. And you see it splatters out. Going to take it, and so the paint just stopped, not because I'm not, you know, I'm not out of air or anything, or this one doesn't get cold. This is just the reaction you get from using these cans. Oh, and by the way, these are not hazardous to the environment, if you were wondering. Now chisel part up. Is it up? Yeah, up. That gives it more of a glow. And you can, I'm more far away from it. So it's really cool. That's it. So it's pretty simple. You can do a lot with this brush system. I'm going to continue this with the next tutorial for the sake of time. But there's a lot you can use this for, and not necessarily only on projects done on you know, in an art book, for example, or on paper. I have used it on projects where I would paint sculptures that I've been doing. This is a skull that I those paper skulls you get from Michaels, and I enhance it with paper clay, and I'm painting it with the Copic marker, so you can see how vibrant the colors are. And obviously this is a work in progress, it's not done, but there's a lot you can do with the Copics. You can paint your flowers with them. You can paint, you know, directly on projects and such. It's endless what you can do with the Copic. I would advise that you purchase one, and with the can, obviously if you don't have the airbrush system, but 45 minutes is, and then you saw how much time I needed. It wasn't even a minute. So this can will last you a pretty long time. Like I said, it's endless what you can do. I will get back on the second part of this tutorial, because then I'm going to show you how you can enhance your drawing with the next step that I'm going to do. So I'll be back. Bye.